Well, hello. How's everybody doing today? I'm doing just fine. Thanks for asking. This Airstream costs more than my life.
We are in Clearwater tonight. I'm Allison Morrow.
Hi, I'm Allison Morrow.
I'm Allison Morrow.
And I've gone to a lot of places.
On St. Pete Beach, Allison Morrow.
And now with my former Force Recon Marine husband, I'm going off-grid-ish.
Today we came down to Covington, Washington, and we're at the Airstream Adventures Northwest. This is the closest Airstream dealer that we have to us. And so we came out here today to try to get some inspiration for the build that we're trying to do on our Airstream. So we're going to take a look at a few. Our Airstream is 34 feet, and it's a narrow body though, whereas these are wide bodies, but our Airstream is still about 9 feet longer than this one inside. So it's kind of like the whole volume thing where you change the shape and it changed the way the space feels, but it's a pretty decent sized Airstream. This one's a dual axle, whereas ours is a triple axle.
Triple axle will go down in the record books.
So when you come inside, they have the same kind of floor mat that we do. They have this mirror here so that you can see, like if you put something in it, you can see it. And then these are pretty cool. Thing that I like the most about the way Airstream's doing their Airstreams now is they're doing all the interior skins is just the basically, it probably has a coating or something on it, but it's just the aluminum. And it just feels like brighter. So it's pretty cool. One of the things that I was trying to think about for our Airstream, if it's feasible or possible, is like now they have these showers that are set up like this. So you have the top part, and then it feels like there's some silicone here, and then you have this bottom part, but it's all enclosed. Whereas like ours had different pieces of aluminum that were put together, and just leaves room for leaking, and you have to use silicone and all kinds of stuff like that. So I want to try to, for us, get a shower like this for our Airstream. So the question that we would have to ask is, do we put the lavatory right next to the shower as it was? Only difference is you know, both the doors will be facing into the passageway, or do we do them across from each other like this? If we do them across from each other like this, then the one thing we'll definitely need to do is take into account like how much space do we have in the passageway, and also changing up plumbing and things like that. This is the mirror. It's angled so you can see. That's pretty cool. I like this style sink.
So this is the fridge here. You put your fingers like this and open it. See right here? That's to open it so that it doesn't go flying open when you're on the road. And it's actually, frankly, this is the same size as the fridge that we have right now. Except it also has a freezer, which we do not currently have. In a lot of ways, the Airstream is going to offer certain amenities that we don't even have right now. So whereas a lot of people are downsizing when they move into an Airstream, in some cases we're upscaling because we have a really tiny fridge with like an ice box in the top, but it doesn't really keep things frozen. So open that up, and you got 3 burners. That's pretty cool. With an oven, or no, this is a microwave down here. I would want an oven, honestly. Do we have an oven in these? Can we put an oven in?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just what depends on whatever you want.
Sink. This is pretty cool. See, I'd spray Lynn, but there's no water hooked up to it right now. More storage right here. And more stuff for whatever seasonings.
Hit that one right there.
Oh, voila.
It's a pantry.
There you go. Your little Airstream pantry right here. And here's another area for More storage. These are cool lights. They're kind of set in like this.
Yeah, I like
And
the flush ones better though, like this. Oh, that's great.
this would be, you know, forks, knives, obviously that kind of silverware and stuff, and plates and everything, I guess, go in here.
That's a really neat idea, actually. I like the way they did that. They made it a drawer
Yep.
instead of a cabinet. So this is kind of neat. I don't know if we'll be able to do it in ours the way they have it here, but these are for waste.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
So Allie likes to leave all the food stuff in the sink and trash, and I have to be the one who pulls it out and clean it out. So it'd be neat to have maybe a recyclable and then composting one, and then on the side here you have your regular trash. They have AC units and heating units in here, but instead of it coming straight down through the thing, through the ceiling, they have it through these little vents here that you can adjust.
The bed is actually really comfortable.
I believe they put memory foam in all
Yeah,
their
it feels
beds
like
now.
it feels like memory foam. It's actually really comfortable, even with my purse like that. So I could sleep like this. We asked one of the Airstream guys if he would be in this video to show us around, and they said that their corporate team is working on it, and he joked that maybe our YouTube channel would put them out of a job, so they didn't want to compete. I mean, our YouTube channel is pretty awesome, right? If you think so, you better hit that thumbs up and subscribe and ring the little bell so you get notifications. So let's go see another one, shall we?
Yep, let's do it. That's a 25. Let's see if they have a 30-footer or 29-footer. There you go, 30-footer Flying Cloud. So this one's got 2 bedrooms. The master's,
Wow, this is a lot bigger.
well, it is a wide body. So, see, they got little bunk beds here. Check this out.
Cute.
Yeah, right?
But ain't no one want to sleep with their kid on top there. No, thank you.
Well, this would be like for the kids. That's for the adults.
Oh, I see. This is the closet for the master bedroom. You can have about that many clothes. I should show you what that looks like back at our house. That many clothes.
For you.
These are for my shoes. Uh-oh. Not looking good, folks.
And then that's the lav.
That's kind of annoying. So this is the sink area, and this is the storage under the sink. This one opens just fine. But this one, oh. But you can probably get to all your stuff. It's just kind of annoying. So.
Don't
Oh.
think we'll be doing a corner bathroom.
Here, look. Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the loveliest Airstream of them all? You are. You're the loveliest Airstream. You have it. It's in your driveway. Sounds like Chaka.
Yeah, it does sound like Chaka's voice.
I would like to go to Cabo for spring break, not renovate the Airstream.
Yeah, basically we're thinking about putting a skylight in to give us some more light. I found a couple online. They're like 18 by 22 inches. So it'd be like, these are square. The one I found would probably be like that. It's got a bubble, and then they have another interior.
So this one with the bunk beds also has an oven. So it's big enough. They have a microwave, an oven, and a stove, and not a huge amount of counter space. Are we gonna have second counter, or are we gonna just try to keep it like this for cooking and everything? We're gonna have to just have this much.
I'm thinking that desk space, we can make that as an extension of a counter.
You know what would be cool, even though you wouldn't keep everything out when you're moving, if you had just like a shelf or something right here so that you could put stuff up there and like move things while you're cooking, and then you could put everything away when you move.
I'd like to do something kind of similar to this, to our table, but it would be in the front of our Airstream. So if you can almost like flip this around, imagine this is the front of our Airstream and that is the back. And the door wouldn't be on that side, it would be on this side. This is kind of like what I want to do. Drop the table down and then take one of these pads and then throw it in the center, and that makes a front bed.
Dining room area here and just hangout space. With the kitchen. There's the entrance again right here.
Yep.
Kitchen's here, sink.
I like this head pad. See if we can get one of those.
So you don't bash your head?
Yeah. Dink. Or as bad.
And you have your drawers. Stove.
I believe this to be the wardrobe. These new shower units that Airstream does are much nicer than the old ones.
Nice.
Yep.
Wow.
This is a formed curve right here. So then you put laminate over top of it.
Toilet, sink, storage, me.
This is a lot like ours. This was the model like ours was as far as design. Had two twin beds in the back. The only difference between this one and ours is, again, the lavatory is across from the shower, whereas ours, the shower was like right here, the lavatory is right there, and it was all one complete thing. And then this side was a wardrobe. Convertible wardrobe right here, which this is kind of a neat way of doing it. Obviously you'd want to take those out so you can hang stuff. And see, this is storage too, so you can lift that up and get the storage in there. And then you put this down like this down like that. And there you go, that's bed. That's how I want to do the front. So do a dinette that turns into a bed. I mean, it's not like staying at the Radisson or something, but if we had somebody over and they needed to spend the night, it's comfortable enough you could sleep on.
After having been in a few of these, I am more convinced than ever that I could comfortably live in an Airstream. Because actually, like, they're roomier and comfy and clean, nice looking. Like, if you can get it up to par, like ours right now is not at its height. But when it is, I think it'll actually be a nice home. And it's big enough to stretch out my arms. I could do some yoga in here.
So would it be safe to say, now keep in mind though, that these are wide bodies.
Wider, yeah, but
But that being said, it's safe to say when you look at like the amount of space like currently that we live in, it's like 600 square feet, but there's a lot of that space that really doesn't get used.
Right.
And so really, like if you look at all the things we need for space, our Airstream has that.
Most of our stuff is in the garage or in the chicken coop right now. I would say the actual place we live in is pretty minimalistic. We don't have a lot, and if we cut that stuff down, just the stuff in our house, we gotta get rid of all of our furniture and everything, of course, but just so like all that leaves is clothes, really. And it, you know, once we get rid of the furniture, that's not a lot. And we have stuff like sentimental stuff in the garage, and in the chicken coop, Lynn's got papers and stuff, so we go through all that, but...
Yeah, all Lynn's stuff ended up in the chicken coop.
Lynn's stuff is in the chicken coop. My stuff is in the dry garage, but, you know, that's where my bouquets for my wedding. That's going to be the hardest part, is throwing away the stuff that has sentimental value, because, you know, you can't take it with you when you die, so you got to really just, like, say the memories are the memories, and this stuff is just stuff now. But that'll be hard. Anyway, that said, as long as we could make a time capsule, that's not a bad idea. As long as we can stay tidy as a couple, which I would love to hear how if you live in a tiny home or in an Airstream right now, what are your life hacks for staying tidy and organized and clean? Because obviously this is much more important when it comes to organization and tidiness, because it will get messy a lot faster. You don't have room to hide.
Somebody brings their muddy footprints in.
Yeah, whoops. But it'll be cool to walk out of this onto lots of land. That's what I can't wait for, is even though you live in a tiny space, it opens the opportunity to have lots of nature around us. So I guess we'll see you guys next time when we're back in our less new Airstream. See ya. Subscribe. Bye.
Bye.